Hey guys, I absolutely did not plan to make a video. It's absolutely spontaneous. See, I just wanna keep the channel alive. I might this weekend, today or tomorrow, log in and check out my channel and give answers and replies to certain raised possible discussions or questions. So I will react today. But after this, I will take another dive like I did because I was collecting material. I have like 10 posts or something stored for you guys and for me. But I also posted something, as you have realized. I just don't. Yeah, I just log in, then I post it and I not read anything or, immerse myself in this. Why am I doing it? What am I doing? In the past 3 years, I have done habitual changes in my life. As I posted just recently, I believe in the power of the individual. I think the individual is more powerful than the idea of waiting for a group, for the perfect group setting, for people with the same power that are aiming for the same thing. This might be possible when you make a move somewhere in the world in the three-dimensional space and you meet the right people and you make a project with them. But in the world of social media and the city life and these fantastic spaces we are um, in this world that I described, that is about signaling, not any more functioning communication. So everybody signals, everybody sends out signals. Nobody receives and nobody listens to what other persons are saying. So it's about a signaling war in this world of competitive victimhood and resentment, where so many things are disconnected that should be directly connected. um, it will not work. In this world, we have truly the power of the individual. Um, the problem is, why is it this way? The reason is we have political feedback loops. So as soon as a problem arises, there's people in strategic positions that lead any concerns, any trouble, any problem, every evolving pain of people are directed into the hands of strategically positioned, influential people, but none of them really has the um, the best for the majority at heart. Therefore, the pain of the people, the struggle, and the problems are always being fed back into the same channels, being ending up in a feedback loop of paper war and false pretense. In short, politics. Therefore, when you have a real problem emerging in life, you need to make the change alone. You need to go to a specialist, to a lawyer, or another specialist in the field of what you want to change, or you are a specialist and you do it yourself. You immerse yourself. You are clever. You find the weak spots. You find the people who need to start suffering from that, what you're suffering from. So when you suffer or your children suffer, you find the people who are responsible for this suffering because it's real. If other people, if you feed it into the feedback loop of politics, they will belittle it, generalize it, and gaslight you basically. So therefore, you need to make them feel it too. And when they feel it, they will change it. But not because they love you or your children. They will change it because they will feel it. Okay, The people are selfish. Okay, therefore there is power in the individual, and also because if you hand it over to others, they are not clever as you. They will sit there, drink coffee, lean back, put their feet up in a very comfortable bureau, and just, they will pretend to try. But when you want something to change, you must be fully immersed in it. You need to put all of your intelligence, your intuition into the topic, and you will find small little cracks. And if there are no cracks, you need a big hammer. And when you use the big hammer first, you will create small little cracks. You will see something moving. You will see something unusual. Then you can take a big lever and ram that lever into that crack. And then you can lever use a lever to get leverage over the problem. You can do impossible things alone. I learned this as a gardener, and our main tools were hammers and big levers. Okay, ramps are also good. So ramp it up. So the power of the individual, okay? When you rely on teamwork or on political groups, you are lost because you only feed your problems and suffering into feedback loops that are based on false pretense. In the last 3 years, I have done things like I stopped smoking from 100 to 0. So I quit smoking addiction. I also then switched my addiction to sports. The result, you can see it in the short videos, in my shorts. So I was addicted to sport, which was a better addiction, but still what is a problem. It's not good to be addicted to anything. I recently quit the sport addiction, I believe, which means I adapted my behavior. Then I realized that the mobile phone is dominating me, so I have an addiction to social media and the use of the phone. Therefore, I make this retreat from my channel because an addiction means that you are not controlling things, but things start to control you more. The same was with smoking, the same was with sports, the working out and the running, and now it's the social media thing. There is more things that I have disciplined and done, and it's all about dopamine. So it's very powerful to break any habit that controls you because it throws you back into nothingness, into a state of being bored and confronted with yourself, with the vanity of life, with nihilism. And this forces us to make changes. So when I stopped smoking, I needed to start running and working out every day. When I stopped running and working out every day, I need to focus on the real internal underlying problems. Why did I have to smoke? Why did I have to run? Why do I have the high cortisol levels I have? How can I bring them down? By working on internal problems. What is the internal thing I have to fix? And the same is with social media. When you retreat, when you do a digital detox, not retox, probably it's a retox. Yeah, I just want to share my thoughts and take on so you understand why I have retreated and only sometimes log in to post something but not respond. It is because I want to take my body out of the dopamine control that social media is providing, the instant gratification. Okay? By the way, for people who went through a long period of abuse that left them very drained, I also, in addition to stopping from smoking, I did 1 year of celibacy, which is also a practice called going under the name of semen retention. I I got some information about the topic on YouTube, and yeah, I did this also for 1 year, and it helped me also to stabilize um, myself in some way. And I have adopted many of these. I would call it a very powerful and also potentially dangerous life hack, just like breathing techniques or certain diets. Um, how I did it in life, I always tried methods like breathing methods. This disciplining my sexual behavior, disciplining the way I eat, disciplining the way I breathe by immersing myself in extreme techniques and really trying them, doing research. How does it work for me? So I did Wim Hof method. I did breathing every morning, taking an ice cold shower, and in the end I was running with nothing but shorts for 45 minutes in the snow in a snowy forest, and it was great. I mean, I really went into it and tried the things, but then I go back from the extreme, I leave the extreme. But then your habit is changed forever because you have then implemented the essence of it. So whenever I go out and it's cold because I forgot my jacket or anything, I start breathing because I have implemented it from going to the extreme. Whenever I eat something, I have tried many different techniques of optimizing the exchange of material in the body, so to speak. Therefore, I know how it works. I know what the effect will be if I eat what I eat in what sequence and at what time. So, what I want to tell you is by trying out different life hacks and methods, going to the extreme, you can let them go then. And they have permanently given you something that you can weave into your life without being dependent of it. Because the other danger would be, now I am dependent of taking a cold shower every morning and go running in the snow with no clothes on. So it starts controlling me, or you know, all kinds of extremes. Or I am only allowed to eat apples today, and I have no apples. I'm completely dependent on everything. That's not the goal. The goal is to really go to extreme, try it 100% for a time, and then you find out what really matters in this method, and you can weave it into your life without being controlled by it. The same thing is with everything we call shadow work. Anything that you're not aware of, anything that you cannot control because you have not went to the extreme of controlling it, it controls you. And it is the opposite of the image of what society tells us when we watch TV or any kinds of media. The opposite of that is do nothing, be completely free of all the things they tell that make you happy. Be confronted with yourself in absolute emptiness and the absence of every distraction and things that are meant to make you happy. No drinking, no smoking, no sweets, no sex, drugs, and rock and roll, nothing. Just you. This confronts you with yourself and with nothingness, and it's hard to bear. And this would make people who do this too sudden, without preparation, without certain strength, would make them go insane immediately. A lot of people can't do this. We're going too far already. I can go several paths from this point we are in the video now. I'm just wanted to explain what I'm doing at the moment, and I will be back, but again, probably in March, because I need to be confronted with myself and emptiness, nothingness, and nihilism for some time, for some more time. And believe me, I will come up with my solution for nihilism, and it's not Nietzsche's solution, and it's not Samvaknin's solution.